Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Ancient, the producer. We're back with another tutorial. As I promised in the previous video, I said I'm gonna come back to you guys to tell you how I make this cool effect in the track. So yeah, that's what I'm here for right now. I would like to teach you guys how I made this crazy effect. So subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that every single time I drop another video, you gotta be the first people to watch it and learn something out of it. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive into the session and let me explain how I did it. Just to remind you guys, let's play the video so that you get freshened up. Yeah, you have to remember the thing I'm talking about right now. So let's play.
Without you, baby, I went die. Don't worry.
Yep. So let's solo the track I'm talking about. This is the effect.
Without you, baby, I went die.
Yeah, very subtle, but it makes a huge difference in this session. So let me break it down for you. This is a track. Mind you, what I did here, I just had to duplicate the lead track. This lead track, I just had to duplicate it with Cubase. Then after duplication, I had to delete the contents of the track, and then I had to duplicate this phrase right here. I had to duplicate it and bring it over to match the timing I'm looking for, and then I had to make this this slope, and then I had to make the track stereo because the effects that I would like to put in that track is gonna need that track to be stereo. If you're never gonna do that, then the effects that I'm to explain right now is never gonna work the way I want them to be, the way you would always want them to be. So make sure you make the track stereo. If you're working in Studio One or Cubase, you are able to do that. You just change the configuration of the track to make it stereo. So this is what I did right now. So let me delete the whole track, in fact. Okay, now I came to this point. Then let's see the effects that I had to put in this track. Now the first effect that I had to put inside was Autotune. I'm using Autotune Pro. This one, pitch correction, when I duplicated the track, because the lead track has already Autotune on and the breath track and the breath plugin. So what I did, I just duplicated the track and take out the breath and left with Autotune effect right there. Then let me switch off all the effects, maybe with Autotune only, and let me explain how I did this effect. Now the effect sounds like this, the vocal sounds like this, the vocal performance sounds like this.
Without you, baby, I went die.
Raw sounds like that. Next, what I did, I had to put this plugin, Fabs Filter Pro Q4. This is an equalizer. I use this this EQ to shape the voice, to shape the sound, to shape the vocal performance to the desired. So what I did here was simply as going to the presets right here, go on utility with Pro Q4 and go to this preset, phone preset, sorry, and go to this preset, the phone effect right here, and then the vocal sounded like this with the phone effect on.
Without you, baby, I went die.
Sounds good already. In the context, sounds like
Without
this.
you, baby, I will die. Don't
You can see how it sounds right now. Now from then I had to put this plugin, Old School Verb. This one is a reverb plugin. I did this one to expand the vocal performance, to make it feel huge in the track. Mind you, it's a stereo track, so everything's gonna be wide. We gotta be able to widen the things because it's a stereo track we are working on right now. So I had to put this one by default. These are not the settings that comes with it. I had to tweak some other effects. So let me just pull another instance of Old School Verb. The default one looks like this. So you can see pretty much what I did here. I had to bring down the pre-delay just to make an instant effect of a reverb effect on the track. I left a space. I had to push the timing, I had to push the time, which is the decay time, how long the reverb is gonna take. So you gotta dial that to test. It's better to calculate with the BPM of your song. That way you're gonna get some exact figures of how the effect will sound. Then I had to put the width because I'm working with a stereo track. That's what I wanted. I wanted this huge feel of the reverb. That's why I had to push the width all the way. Then I had to leave this section, the damping effect, because I loved it, the way it sounded on this vocal. And then I had to push a little bit more of the reverb because I wanted more reverb on this vocal performance. So I had to push from -6 to -2. Then I had to take out some dry signal to the vocal performance because I wanted this reverb, the vocal that is washed in too much reverb. So I never wanted to clank reverb, but rather take out the dry signal to be left with a lot of weight signal in it. So that's how you can copy the settings. They can also sound good to every vocal performance. If you gotta do that, if you're gonna drop those numbers in your reverb, any kind of reverb that you're using, it's still gonna sound great. So let's take out this instant. So let me play the session right now. Let me play the effect right now. So now the session sounds like this. The effect.
Without you, baby, I will die. Don't worry, baby.
Sounds good, but still not there. I had to put the. I can still feel like the vocal is still centered. Yes, it's wide, it's huge, but it's just going straight like that. It's like it's huge, but it's just going like that without no direction. So I had to put some movement, some motions in it, some movements to the vocal performance. So I had to put this effect. It's an Echo Boy, the same delay that I'm using on the bass, but I just had to put it again in the track and change some settings right here. So what I did here, I had to I configured it to a ping pong so that it gotta be bouncing left and right. At the same time, I had to change the timing. So to the left, it had to be bouncing on the quarter note, but to the right, it has to be bouncing on the eighth note, so that it create this not very much the same. Not it has to create not the same pattern going. You got to bounce in a different direction so that when someone is listening to it, you got to be confused like what's going on in this track. Hence the idea of the effect. So let's play it. I will follow that so that you'll be able to hear that. Let me crank it a little bit so that you can hear. But so far it was at 50, so let me crank it up and play the session. Let me solo also the track so that you gotta get the idea of what the Echo Boy is doing. So let's play.
Without you, baby, I will die.
Yeah, you hear that how it affected the vocal. So I liked it on the mix of 50. That way it was not too much but not too quiet. So, then the vocal is wide with reverb, and then it has this motion. At the same time, it still got padding because it's bouncing on a quarter note to the left and eighth note to the right, which is great. It's great, but I was not there yet. I thought the track, the effect is not there yet. So what I had to do, I had to put another instant of a motion plugin. So I had to put this Panman. So imagine the vocal is bouncing on a quarter note to the right, to the left, and then it's bouncing on the eighth note to the right, and then there is a plugin that is panning it left and right, the whole thing going on at the same time. Just imagine. That's what I thought when I was creating this effect. So let's play and hear how it sounds right now with the effect on. What I will do, I will let you see what's going on here, because this one is gonna be important when doing this kind of effects. Let's see.
Without you, baby, I will die, die, die.
You can hear the effect now, how it's going. It's bouncing on a quarter note to the left and bouncing on eighth note to the right. At the same time, another plugin is taking the signal, moving it in the different stereo fields, is placing it on a different stereo fields. And now this is not the settings that this plugin comes with it. I just had to tweak some other things here. I will put another Panman. All right, so this is the Panman. By default it's like this. So you can see the changes that I made. I had to put this one on center, this one, so that the panning effect should start from the center, because that's where the vocal is right now. So it has to be going from left to right, from the center, not from the right going to the center and to the left. No, I wanted it from the center and going to the left and right, because it's from here. Now it means the vocal is coming from the left and then it's gonna go on the center and to the right. If it was here, it could be in the opposite of the other knob here. So the vocal is on the center, it's at the center, so I had to make it come from there. So it's right here, and then I had to change how smooth the vocal is gonna be panned in the stereo field. I never wanted to be jumping like that. Let me change the light so that you see what's happening. You can see what's happening here. The vocal is just jumping from the left to right, left to right. It's not covering the whole stereo field, because I wanted it to be smooth that way. So I clanked the smoothness to the max, and then the stereo, the width. This is how long the voice is gonna be panned from left to right. You wanna go to the 100% left to the 100% right, or 70%, or 60, or 50. It depends on the width. So I liked it default. Not default, okay. I liked it close to default, so I had to pull it back to somewhere around. Let me see the values. Oh, I can't see, I'm sorry, but like that, that's what I did. So let's go back, because I still like it the way where it was. Okay, it's not doing what I want. All right, I can't see the redo here, but rather it was close to that. I liked it somewhere around here. And then the rate at which how fast the panning effect should be taking place. So I had to dial it back, not that fast. I had to dial it back like close to that, you know. It had to be moving like that. So that's how and then from there, now let's hear the effect right now. The effect sounds like this.
Without you, baby, I will die, die.
Yes, that's good. In the context, it sounds
Without
like
you,
this.
baby, I will die. Don't.
Great, it sounds buried, but I knew that I'm gonna bring that up with another plugin. So I like to do this one with a saturator. All right, so we're gonna come back to that because we are going down. So another thing that I had to put on this effect to make it sound good, I had to put a flanging effect, a chorus effect, let me say. But I was looking for a flanging effect on the chorus. a plugin. So I had to put this classic chorus from this company. So with this one, what I did, I had to maximize the fineness of the chorus to make a flanging effect, and then I had to take down the range of the delay time down to its minimum, to 1.25 milliseconds. That's what I did. And then I had to take some depth. I had to push it up a little bit to somewhere 57, 58, and then mix it close to the maximum. I had to, on a 75%, maybe, let me say, I had to mix it on a 75%. And then the effect sounds like this. Let me take out the Panman, the second Panman. Okay, sounds like this.
Without you, baby, I will die. Don't worry, baby, about love. I give you.
Sounds very good. Now let me solo it. Maybe if you get to so that you get you get exact feel of the effect. So let me play.
Without you, baby, I will die.
Yeah, and then it's already buried, so I had to put another plugin. This plugin is not just lifting the vocal performance up, because I could have done it with maybe I could have clip gained it. I could have just done this one, but I never wanted to do that one. There's a reason why I had to put this decapitator. This effect is a saturator. So what I did with this one, I had to bring in more drive in it, as in to bring this distortion sound to it, so that the signal or the outcome, the sound good on small speakers. The effect should be visible, should be noticeable, should be the people got to be able to hear that. All right. Yeah. So now it sounds like this.
Without you, baby, I will die.
Yes. In the context of the song, it sounds like this.
Without you, baby, I will die. Don't worry, baby.
Very nice. And the last thing that I had to do, I had to send a flanging effect that I used on the bass of the whole song on the 100% to this track only, which means we are sending a flange to a flanged track just to make the whole thing glued together, to make a feel of the same effect going on throughout the song, not just another protruding effect getting introduced to the song. I never wanted that. It's great to do that, but I never wanted to do that. I just wanted to have this connection to make the song feel connected. All the components of the song feel connected. So there must be that one effect that is gluing the whole mix together. That's what I did right here. So there you go. The same track. I had to put the same effect. I had to put another vocal performance. The same vocal performance. I did the same technique that I used here. I just had to duplicate some other vocal here and raise it up. The only difference, this one, there is a delay. The effect is happening like a delay, because it's been shifted from here going the other way. Right over here, I just stuck it as if it was a harmony, but it wasn't a harmony. It's sounding the same, but with an effect, it's giving this mood. The feeling is giving another feeling, or it's giving another feel on the hook. So it sounds like this right now on the hook. I never played it before, but you gotta just give a bite of it. Let's see. You get it? It's coming from.
Mommy, you flesh like a water, honey. The passion love would dig a one me. DJ and I join team, my chale. If you know, baby.
So there you have it. That's how I did these crazy effects. Very simple, very simple to do, but they're giving a very good energy to the mix. So there you have it, guys. That's how I did that one. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like this video. Share it with your friends so that they learn something also from it. And until next time, I'm gonna show you another video. I'm gonna think of another thing. Maybe, yeah, I'll just stay on a watch on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna drop another video soon. So peace.